So you don't have to experience everything in life, and you don't have to experience everything in life. So I don't think I want to go into all of that right now, but I grew up a certain way, and like emotionally and mentally getting me through it was me. Now the bastards that sit around and laugh about it, they don't care about anything, and it's just like, well, you chose to believe that, you chose to think that. So I chose to believe that one day I'd get out, and the people that I considered family, and I thought, at least on some level, that they considered me family also, and I thought that they weren't that bad of people. They definitely had problems. They definitely didn't treat me good, even good, but I didn't expect this, definitely. So, me thinking, I was like, when I get out of here one day, we'll be walking down the street or something, we'd see each other, they'd be like, oh my gosh, and that's how we would, the term goes, reconnect, and be happy, just living our lives together, and there's that. And then I would just, like, go on with my life from there. And very shockingly, they have, like, made it clear that they did not think the same thing as me, and that they have no interest in doing that shit. And I am so upset and not happy. I'm also shocked because I never had these feelings. You know, these violent, like, laugh in your face, like make you suffer. I would have never, ever thought about something like that. I would have never thought about something like that. So, but now, just, it's like, what else am I supposed to do? So, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I'm trying to construct, like, the life that I want, since the existence that I was thinking about. And now I know that they just saw me as, like, something around. I kind of already knew, that I was, like, being seen as, like, old news. Why are we bringing this up? Like, who gives a fuck? So, to the assholes who were even assholes, like, as children, I'm not surprised there, but, like I said, just the ferocity and the anger, definitely the anger, the cold-heartedness, shit, it's really surprising. And it's funny because before my mom started like getting associated with them, she literally like always told them like, well, I don't really know who you are. You kind of won't tell me anything, pretty much. I'm trying to ask you like questions or whatever. And the chick, she never wanted to say anything. The only thing she would say is like, just come over and you just have to see for yourself. You just have to be around us and find out on your own. And my mom was like, that's not a good answer. Like, why can't you just answer a fucking question? And she wouldn't. So, long story short, so this kid, these kids, we were around them. This female that I'm talking about that my mom started associating with, two of her kids who are males, one was like a baby or something, and the other one, he was older than me. And I am just very shocked because I'm like, I'm just really hurt because that's not like me. So to have anything around me, like just to know that, number one, this isn't a TV show, like this is happening in real life, because it's happening to me. But the worst part is like, how could you do that to somebody? And then they're like, I'm like he literally said he's like some ignorant little, I think he said ignorant little black girl. And, I know, like, anyone watching, they'd be like, why are you acting like you didn't hear that shit? That's very offensive. Like, he knows you're listening, and he literally says, so you can hear it. Some ignorant little black girl. Why didn't you fucking listen when you heard this motherfucker say some shit like that? And because I considered this guy family, and I know that I'm not trying to do that. I know that I wouldn't do that. That was my mistake. That I'm putting what I would do on somebody else. Someone who's already, made it clear that they see things a fully different way. So, yeah. And, it's just really crazy for me, because just how cold motherfuckers are, just how heartless they are, just like, it's like seeing any emotion for me, it's like, it's almost like it's not a surprise to them, but they're just like, wow. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, what the fuck? So yeah. So yeah. But, and, I could see that, I don't even, like, the half of me wants to figure out, work it out, because that's apparently shocking to everybody is that, you know, I had my own family, right? Um, and uh, we, what I'm used to is somebody, you know, realizing, hey, we don't get along or we don't agree on this subject, and we're gonna go over this subject, and we're gonna come to, like in language terms, what I now know is called a resolution, because we can't keep arguing, can't keep going back and forth on this. So this needs to be solved right now, because the aggression and all of the shit, this shit needs to end. You know, we're not living like this. Just like, should I say normal? Or I guess from what I've seen, from what has been displayed to me, that is normal behavior. That people that you care about, that people that are living in your home, people that you are familiar with, you don't want to have this type of interaction. It's just not good long term. I'm trying to freaking dig my thread out of here, one of them is in here. This one's more of a light green. But anyway, yeah, so like we can't keep doing this shit. This shit needs to be worked out now. Like I would say, like in my house, like majority of problems would be worked out and when like some sort of solution. 2 weeks was a long time. That was bad. That was bad. 2 weeks is a long time. I would say any given problem would be worked out in like a couple days. Like, yeah, yeah, that's a long time. I mean, like a day, like or two, like a couple hours. So it's just weird. But I'm just so shocked at the ferocity, the just cold intention to make sure that I'm hurt, that I suffer, that um I am socially and sexually just impotent and not activated and just like unable. It's crazy how they're just attacking me like that. So that's just crazy. I'm like, because I'm thinking like, if I had a child, what I want, whenever, I'm gonna say whenever because I know that I want kids, eventually, well, yeah. So I know that that's what I want. So what I want for my freaking future kid, if we're talking about daughters, you know, I need my daughter to be like me, okay? Not the affected, you know, dealing with what they're doing to me, that version, because that's what you're gonna try and make out to be me dealing with you. You're gonna try and act like that's me. No, I don't want my freaking daughter to have all the good stuff that my mom wanted for me. Yeah. So I'm just weirded out. Like, but now I know. Like, I was literally riding a bus, and this creep that's like his best friend. I don't really know the actual relationship that he has to him, but I heard brother earlier when I was over there, and but I don't think that they're related. They're clearly not related. But yeah, and he's fucking crazy, just like him. But I just thought it was like some awkwardness or like some weirdness or like I just thought it was something else, something that maybe didn't have anything to do with me. Like maybe somebody else was pressuring him. And this is like the only way how you can display it or something. Like, but you know, it's winter. Like winter's coming up, so I have to use whatever options I have, right? So I'm gonna get if someone else is pressuring him to do something good for somebody who is considered family, then that's a good thing to do. You know, she's not doing any damn thing. You know, you lay down some ground freaking rules, and see how it goes. You know, it's not hurting you. Yeah. But that was all just another huge assumption by me. So, it sucks. But I will still continue to think and have my own brain. Yeah. So yeah. So it sucks. How I would never do what is being done to me, what has already happened, what others' plans are. I would never. I'm that type of person. Like, I'm gonna suck up my breath, and I'm just gonna outright and say it. You know, if I'm uncomfortable, if I don't want to do something, you know, but I'm not gonna hold it in, act like I'm gonna do it, act like that's what I want to do, and then turn around and completely do the opposite. Like, you know, you see how it's going in this direction. It's going in this direction, and it could have been going in that direction, the direction that you wanted the entire time. And that's what I keep saying. I'm like, if you don't want that, then, like, I don't know about whoever you're talking to, but I'm giving you that permission. If that's not what you want to do, then just go ahead and just say you don't want to do it. Like, you're just like, I can see you, you know? They just have this freaking meme that I'm pretty sure the guy made. And the meme said, when you've given, like, every, like, what would, whatever. The meme basically said that, when you've given, like, every half-ass response to show that you're not interested, but they keep on acting like you're interested. Did I blatantly ask you? Did I blatantly, straightforward, in a language you claim to understand, in a language you claim to only speak this language? Which, I know his fucking, like, cultural, I know his, not cultural, but I know his racial fucking background. You speak more than motherfucking English. I don't care if it's one word. I don't care if it's one word. You speak another fucking language. And of course, but people, when things mean a lot to them, people don't usually want to tell people about those. They feel like you're going to try and use it against them. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try and use it against you, but in a good way. In a good way. In a way that benefits me, in a way that makes you feel better. Like, as long as things are going good. Okay, I won't say I'm a normal person, but I'm like that normal person from the movies. As long as everything's fine, like, dude, go ahead, talk, speak, express, and that way things can actually go good, because I'm not that type of person. Like, literally, I don't like when things are going bad. I don't like when everyone's arguing and when people are just aggressive and people are just like uncomfortable with me. That's the shit that, especially as a child, like, I was really sensitive to that shit. I downloaded a meme and I was like, oh my god, like, that was basically me as a kid. Like, if anyone would just like display that they were upset with me or whatever, like, even if I was like inside, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't want that to happen, especially since I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is your problem. Like, When I tell you that whatever you're doing is disturbing me, bothering me, making me uncomfortable, you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. So I'm just not understanding. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding at all. I'm not understanding. I don't want this to happen. And I'm like, okay, I'm simple like that. Like, if you just want to, like, be gone, you just want to blah, blah, but I'm trying to, like, but I have to think back again. Now we're talking about this guy's culture. Now we're talking about their culture. And I remember from the conversation that they always had with my mom. And they were, like, the type that, hey, I don't have to lie to you. Like, but I don't have to lie to you. And they'll be like, you know, and then they'll be like, I don't have to lie to you, and then still lie. So that shit was funny. But anyway, you know, yeah. So it's just weird. But like, okay, so I'm bringing that up because, like, this happened when I was a kid, and my mom said the same fucking shit to one of this guy's family members. She was like, if you don't want me to, say, come over your house, if you don't want me to bring my kids with me, if you don't want me to tell other people where you live, like, in casual conversation, it just comes up and you're like, blah, 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 you know, all you have to do is say that. Like, you don't have to lie, you don't have to keep telling me everything's alright, you don't have to you don't have to lie. And then the chick just, like, with an attitude, you know, she literally turns around and she's like, I don't give a dang if anyone knows where we live at, you know. And if I didn't want you to tell anyone where we live, then I would tell you not to tell anyone where we live. Like, so basically telling her, like, I don't have to lie to you. I don't care. If I felt a certain way, I would just simply tell you. And, but that was literally a lie. Like, just don't even understand shit like that. So, and now here they are. This would be the nephew. This would be the son. And he's doing the same shit. I'm like, I'm just sitting here, like, looking at the motherfucking screen. I'm like, will you just stop lying? I'm literally giving it out. Literally, like, just stop it already. So, but he's not any different from when we were kids because he was aggressive. He was crazy. He was, like, crazy like that when we were kids. But, you know, it's a kid version. He's scared of his mother, right? Like, it basically, like, that was basically, like, the only person he was scared of. And he is, I had to find the father. So, I'm just, and that was one thing that I noticed, like, when we were kids, you know. And now he's like, didn't even notice this. So, like, that was just one, like, it's just us, like, me noticing just, like, how dramatically different we were, like, behaviors wise. Like, oh my gosh, just dramatically different. But I would have literally never, and I did it. I imagined it, but I told myself that. I just told myself, like, talking to myself, like, you gotta, you know. No one wants to walk around scared and think that people are just want to hurt them. I don't want to just hurt anybody. You know, that's why they're called accidents. That's why accidents happen. You know? Like, I don't want to just hurt people. And I don't want to believe that anyone would just want to do some crazy shit to me. I want to believe that everybody's just living their lives. But if someone could do something good for somebody else without them receiving anything in fucking return, they would just go ahead and do it. When I do something for somebody else, I'm not a fucking sicko, and I'm like, hey, I got your number. Yeah. You better give me, you already giving me your name and your information. I do anything for you. You fucking owe me, bitch. Like, oh my gosh, forget it. I'll figure it out on my own. The fuck? Like, I'm not the type of person, and I don't want to believe that someone just would want to, like, hurt me. And I don't know. Like, I was just thinking, I'm like, if I was thinking back to his mother at that time period, she did the same thing, right? She's like, just have, like, you're just gonna have to, I think she said, like, come with God in your heart or something. Like, you're gonna have to just have faith or, just take a chance, I guess. Just take, yeah, I think so. That's what she said. You just have to take a chance and just come over to somebody you don't know. You're trying to make friends with me, and you're trying to make friends with me on that level. You just got to come over to someone's house, and you're just gonna have to see what happens, and hope you're prepared. And I thought it was gonna turn out kind of good, like what happened when my mom took that chance. I got cousins, at least people I thought, people that I considered cousins. I didn't even know what cousins were, but I found out when I was older. But I got these things called cousins now. We got this thing called an extended family now. We got this thing called, you know, like, I was like comfortable. I never had anyone like hit me as a child. The only one that ever hit me was normal sibling shit. It's just me and my brother. But I never had any. I was a good kid. Like, I think my last freaking spanking was like. My last freaking spanking I was like 3 or 4 years old. Yeah, you don't understand. Okay, I think my freaking last spanking. I don't even think I was 4 years old because my mom would talk to me. She'd explain what the problem was, and then me not wanting to have people upset. But I think that's where my association with having people upset, because if someone is upset, then they're going to hit me. So, if they're upset, then I will get hit, and I will get spanked or whatever. So, I think like any normal child, I was indifferent to someone's anger. You had no reason to be like upset about anything about me, because I'm not doing anything. I'm like a baby. So, I'm sure that's where my not liking of getting people upset came from. Yeah, it all of a sudden just became that way. So that's most likely where it came from. Me just not wanting people to be upset, and it just like bothering me. Like when I was a kid, it almost like choked me up. Like if you were crying, you're like you're like, where is that coming from? Where's that choking sensation coming from? And that's where it would come from. I'm sure now that I think about it. So, but, so I'm like, I took a chance. I thought that since he kept stalking my page for the last couple years, I thought that he wanted to do exactly what I said right now in this video, and what I thought, that he wanted to like continue, and just like be happy, be friendly, be a freaking family. The families are very fucking convenient. You guys are there for each other. It's not just always gonna be one of you that needs something. The next one of you, things flip to the other side, and you're not the one with everything anymore. And now they're helping you, and it's just like in turn, we just help each other. So, with those childhood memories, I went over there and thought, okay, I'm taking the same chance my mom did, and if we're anything like our parents, yeah, all the tension that I'm feeling in my body, all that stuff, that's just it, I'm just nervous, because I've never been to anyone's house before by myself, so, make sure that I asked for it verbally, saying, no one else gave a fuck about disassociating with me, no one else gave a fuck about saying, yeah, we've kind of moved on from that point in our lives. We've kind of accepted that you were gone and that you're just not ever coming back. So we're good. And that's all I needed. I mean, it still hurt like a motherfucker. And I'm still like, why though? I'm still confused. But that's all I need. I didn't need what he did. Like, remembering him when we were kids, I knew, he has literally, I'm fine with that. Like, this guy has no attraction to me whatsoever in the fucking world. So I didn't, I was confused as to what the fuck was going on, because I know that this guy is not interested in me whatsoever. Not like that. Whoever's telling him to do whatever, that's them, but I know that. Like, when I liked kids growing up, you want to be nice to them, you want to bring them blah, blah, blah. This guy is not having any effort in being nice to me or anything like that. He's like, fuck that. It's like, his literal attitude is like, if you don't like it, then you can go fucking to hell. Like, I'm serious. His behavior is literally like, if you don't like it, you can go straight to fucking hell. Exactly what I just said. So I'm like, okay, you don't act like that when you want somebody to like you. So it was just so fucking weird. It's just so fucking weird. It's just so fucking crazy. And, so for him and his psycho mind, for him and his friends, he's like, you trusted a male, this is what happens when you trust males. I'm like, no, this is what you do. This is what y'all do. And that's how it's always going to be. That's what y'all do. And when I do what I shouldn't have done, when I saw the red flags, red flags, he wasn't trying to prove shit. He wasn't trying to prove shit to me. He wasn't trying to, and that's how I knew that he wasn't interested like that, because he wasn't trying to prove shit to me. He wasn't trying to, make me feel comfortable. He wasn't trying to make me feel safe. He wasn't trying to do anything like that, Anything that a guy that cares about a female, let alone is trying to freaking, we're not actual cousins, so, trying to screw a chick, and I'm like thinking to myself, like, oh, that would be beautiful though, because I'm not gonna act like I'm not trying to have a relationship. I am. So I'm like, that would be a beautiful little story to tell. Your kids, okay, you don't get along, you don't like this little bastard. And, oh well, but then here we are, we're adults, somebody tells you, hey, whatever, they probably didn't even give a fuck, they're like, yeah, high-fiving you, They're like, yeah, well, her mom fucking died, and so blah blah blah. We were thinking about blah blah blah, and then he's like, okay, you know. So that's what I thought the pressure was from. Like they're just like, dude, you know, you have it right now, so chill out, because you know you can have it or not have it. It's just that easy, you know. So I was like, that would be a beautiful fucking story. Oh, and then, you know, the chicks that are there, they know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, girls. Okay, you know exactly what I'm saying. It's winter time. The current date of this video is December 27th, 2025. So you know exactly what I'm saying. And it's been snowing all day today. On the 27th of November. So it's cold out. And you know, you just get desperate like that. But I'm like, right? So now you know your brain starts fucking lying, right? I'm like, dude, that would be a beautiful story. You know, I don't give a fuck about any of the black guys that are like, oh, it's because he's not black. I'm like, bitch, you're not worried about it. You fucking disrespect me. And at least in my face right here, outside, he disrespected me more than any of y'all. You know? You think you're just gonna literally, I'm just gonna literally disrespect you in front of your face and then be like, something's cool. Like, no, what the fuck? My words mean shit. So that was also another red flag, that my words didn't mean shit. And that's a red flag no matter what. My words mean shit. When I fucking speak, you know? Just like if you were to do that, if you said something that makes you feel uncomfortable, if it's something that is average, normal, that I can do something about, then I'll see what the fuck I can do. Like for instance, if you don't like me sitting a certain way, most likely not gonna be able to make that change because I sit however I want to. I am myself. What I like is what I like. But if you say, oh my gosh, this chair is so uncomfortable, oh my gosh, you know, it hurts so much. And then we're sitting in two different chairs, and I'm like, try my chair. Maybe it might not be that terrible. See, that's a change that I can make. And I am doing that because you have expressed that you're in pain. That bothers me because I care about you. So here you go. So, yeah. But just, like I said, the winter, it's the winter, man. The winter started whispering in my ear, like, bro, this could be beautiful. This could be so beautiful. You know, why are you worried about guys that aren't worried about you? So don't even. Like, why are you worried about guys that aren't worried about you? Where's the guy right here that's like, hey, I want to be that fucking good guy to you. I want to freaking have you freaking be in my life. I want you to freaking depend on me. I want you to, you know, just all the shit that I'm thinking about. Like, where's the guy that's freaking talking about he's trying to fucking do that shit? Like, oh, nowhere. So, I'm like, meh. You know, whatever. Let me see. And with the background at that, I'm like, sure enough, it didn't work out between our freaking moms. Her saying, I don't give a fuck. If you have a problem, um, just leave me the fuck alone ass attitude. Yeah. Obviously that wouldn't work out, right? That doesn't even make sense. Like, again, blatantly saying I don't give a fuck. Like, okay, you don't give a fuck, so I don't like not give a fuckery. How about that? Because I matter, my feelings matter. So, as anyone would say about their own, right? So, yeah. Yeah. Well, he definitely showed me he has a synthesis. He's a, what's it called? a concentration of his mother's attitude. Concentration. He's clearly tapping in to the other culture. If we were in the other culture that he's mixed with, then his behavior would have been right on cultural point. But yeah, I'm just like, it's just like how you tell somebody, don't worry about my culture, don't worry about, like my racial whatevers, don't worry about any of that, who I am as a person, and then you decide you're gonna play like cultural fucking games, like, this should bother the fuck out of you. Like, if we're talking about your fucking culture, I mean, okay, so Polynesian culture, more than a few of the groups, but definitely all the popular ones that you've heard of, except one, if you've ever heard of Fiji, they're not known for that. But they are known for a different type of aggression towards females / sexual aggression towards females. But they they're known, like, if a female, like, it's like culturally, like, they are better, the males are better left alone, because that in between space of being like him being dedicated to like your family or whatever, like that in between buffer, the in between is dangerous as fuck. Like, what? Like the in between, that shit's dangerous. Like, what are we talking about here? It's dangerous. Like, exactly what happens. Well, you decide you like them. You decide you're interested in them for whatever reason. And so you decide to trust, that without actual, like, reason or cause, it wouldn't be crazy and violent. Go over there, and they have a huge, if you don't know, that's your problem. But, yeah, they used to be known for, like, rape and shit. Like, these guys have had more than one rape charge before they're, like, 18. If you want to date one, it's very dangerous. If you want to date one, you want to definitely have, like, their sisters. You definitely want to have, like, other people around, because we're very sure he has, like, at least one rape charge. They're like, do not fuck around with them, because, yeah, rape is a pretty big problem. Why? Well, because that's, like, their chosen, like, a mating process. It's, like, literally wrestling. It's literally like wrestling. This motherfucker. So, yeah. If I was skinnier and I'm, like, really ready to just, like, throw up, because the females around me, they're just like, yeah, you should go there. Yeah. Like, they literally gave me this guy's address. They gave me his address, his apartment number, like, in my vicinity, in my earshot. They're, like, saying his fucking name and shit, and, like, well, the name that he's fucking using and shit, and I'm like, like, like a normal fucking person / okay, me, I'm like, with the fucking support of the whole, like, oh my god, I don't know any of y'all, but clearly y'all are, like, his people, like, with all of this support, probably might work out. I would never think that I'd be, like, him being a fucking jerk. I would never think that, I've never gotten that, so, I'm like, what? But yeah, so I'm like, with all that, hey, you should go, hey, you should go, hey, you should go. These are positive signs, eh? like, it's not even a sign. Like, are you deaf? So, instead of some guy being like, hey, when we were kids, I didn't like you as a person, which is why I was always, ew. Which is why I was always an aggressive jerk to you. So, we're gonna carry that into adulthood as well. I'm good. And I don't like it. Like, okay, you didn't even have to fucking say anything to me. But you just wanted to let me know to my face that you're giving. Hell no. Like, okay, I don't even know how you felt like saying that, but whatever. Some people just want to get it out the way. So, yeah, just want to get it out the way. So, yeah. How did he let me know that he was good? He, like, I'm gonna follow a report. They, decided to take the, whatever off. And then now I'm just weirded out because, like, will he get the message? Will he care? Because since he's exploring the other half of his culture, you know, these guys are known for having, like, well, once upon a time, traditionally, you know, they're known for having, like, rape charges. Why? Because if they're going to try and get a woman, you know, get a female sexually, you know, how their culture is, then it would be like a literal rape attempt, because traditionally that's how it's done. Like, so traditionally it's invite a woman over, look attractive, you know, just do what you do. She comes up to you, she says, wow, I like you, I'm attracted to you. And you're like, oh, okay. Just playing it cool in fucking public, like, invite her over to your freaking house, maybe promises or something, maybe promises to some stinking ass fruit or something. Hey, you want some stinking ass fruit? Like, I don't know, like, maybe might promise her some freaking fruit or something. You want some fruit? I know you're a female, you gotta have some fruit or something. And either way, she goes over there. Well, once the door's closed, if, you know, then he's gonna do what exactly happened. Like, like, he's always been a skinny ass motherfucker. So I'm like, I don't know. He's always been a skinny ass motherfucker. So I'm like, I didn't think he could do anything to me. Nothing that bad. You know, like, I've been hit before. But, I mean, you know, skinny guys, they can be surprising. You know, you'll be like, man, look at those little chicken ass arms. Can't do shit. And then they'll come out of nowhere and hit you pretty hard. But I haven't been there, but I've seen it be done. So I just didn't think he'd be able to hurt me that bad. I decided to attach to fucking field and shit. And, you know, so, and it upsets me because none of that even had to happen. Like, I gave so many outs, you know, and I just didn't understand what it was about, you know. He's, you know, him and this other guy, they've been creeping around for the last couple of years, always creeping around me, like, and then, like, you know, like, me, I get fucking bored, you know, I get fucking bored, and I don't like shit, you know, waved in my motherfucking face. So if I was ever, like, if I come back as, like, a circus animal, like, if I was, like, what's that thing called? Reincarnated as, like, a fucking circus animal, they would send my ass back to the motherfucking forest. Like, I would be a terrible circus animal because, man, get this shit out of my face. Like, oh my gosh. I'm not gonna, what? Like, come on, jump through the hoop. No. Like, absolutely not. I'm done. I am out. done. And I know, but they just like laughed at so much stuff. They're like, dude, so you know, we did this to you. You know, we did that to you. You know, we did this to you. You know, we did that to you. You know, we did this. You know, we're behind that. You know, blah, blah, blah. And still, you brought your ass over here. Like, with everyone telling me that I should, well, everyone that I was around telling me I should go there, I thought that they were doing bad things with good intentions. You know? Like, I'm doing bad things right now, but where we're gonna get to is gonna be good. And then it'll all be worth it. I thought it was like some covert fucking romantic shit. On a level, not fully, but I was like, it was just like a part of my freaking mind. I was like, maybe it's not as evil as it clearly is. Maybe it's evil with intention. Nope. Nope. No. No happy ending, gal. Just straight up. Like, oh, great. It hurts. Because like I said, I would never. I have. That's crazy. So, I called 311. I keep getting kicked out of these shelters when they're done having their fun with me. They want to curse me out. They want to threaten me. They don't like. They've literally said it so many times, and they've said it since the beginning, like since I had my first job. For some reason, it just really bothers them so much that I'm happy, that I'm happy and smiley, and that I'm polite, and that I'm nice. And that she's a soft girl. That she's a fat-ass soft girl. But she's not nice all the time. She's not always a nice girl. It's very weird, you know? They'll be cool with a guy, like a gay guy, being like giggly, but he is like, he's happily. It's a user. He is happily crazy as fuck, violent as fuck, and the second you give him an excuse, he will try to fuck you up. That's what a gay guy. That's what a gay guy can walk around. That's what he can walk around and say. He can do it. He can show you. He's not a liar. And that is fully acceptable. But a confident female, one that is confident, she's happy, she's positive. Why don't you like happiness? Why does it bother you about my happiness? What? What is it about goodness and positivity and a personality that is, and a way of being that is attractive being displayed on me that is such a bother that you must do this? That's the fucking problem. Like, what the hell? No, I'm not really asking. Here she comes. I'm not really asking because I don't give a fuck. I am who I am, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. And I'll say it, okay? Shit, I'll say it. Okay, you're not giving me enough for me to change my whole fucking personality. To change everything about myself. You're not giving me shit. Oh, bitch, don't you know that costs? Do you not know that or what? That shit costs. Alright? I'm not free. I am not free. Ow. My butt. But I'm not free. That shit costs. So. And then the Harrison's true manner. It's like, he just throws it back in my face like he always fucking does. Like, none of his behavior was the only thing that was a surprise is that we're not kids anymore. So, you know, lots of people, they'll tell you how, you know, being in, like, public school, and being in school, period, all that stuff, just, like, really made them socially better, so they could behave better, and, you know, whatever, and, but no, he's always been hurtful like this. Just no fucking reason, you know? So, yeah, it sucks, but, oh well. So the end of this video, it's just me, vlogging, talking. But and I wanted to send him that, but I'm trying to just be done. You know, it doesn't mean that I'm not gonna stop, like, trying to find, you know, someone to be in a relationship with, because I'm a normal human person. I'm a normal human, I should say. You don't need to specify that, but I'm a normal person. I'm a straight female. And all straight average. Yeah, all straight normal humans. You know, it's just, you know, I'm looking for, you know, you don't want to hear it, but their sexual partner. And everyone doesn't have the personality to sleep around with everybody. Some people don't want to sleep around with everybody, and some people don't want to sleep around with everybody at first. Me, since I am a little baby in this pond, one should be just fine right now. And then if I don't like him after a while, then it's just like normal real life. Like, oop, I don't like this bastard. I need to get the fuck out of here. You know, just get the fuck out of here.